Well, hello. It's been a quick minute. I am going to inform you about what my plans are in terms of continuing my Fulbright for the spring of 2022. Obviously, I'm not in Ukraine right now. In fact, I'm not even in Warsaw, where the picture behind me is located, but I'm in Byron, Georgia, in my house. Came home, got Olivia re-enrolled in Byron Middle School, settled down some things, talked with the fam, and they very graciously agreed to allow me to return to my Fulbright. Fulbright Ukraine is currently located in Poland. We're not allowed in Ukraine at the moment for obvious reasons. I have some more vlogs that will come up about Ukraine and what's going on in Ukraine, and hopefully can give some perspective and some ideas about it. But in the scenic background, you have Warsaw, as the Europeans would say, or Warsaw, as we English speakers would say. My head's kind of in between Stalin's gift to Poland, and I say gift, the Museum of, or I'm sorry, the Palace of Culture and Science. It's a Stalin building. It's a Stalin Soviet style building, which I actually find to be interesting and somewhat engaging intellectually. They are stark, and it was a symbol of Soviet domination of Poland during the communist era. And so that's certainly true. I have my trusty Ukraine colors that will protect me from any Russians that might be wandering around in Poland. Although my understanding is that right now Poland will not allow anyone with a Russian passport within its borders. Poland is a strong ally of Ukraine, but it is a member of the European Union and NATO, which put it in the Protective Defense Pact. So Fulbright Ukraine and the US State Department have determined that we Fulbrighters from Ukraine are safe in Poland. And I'm going to return to use up the 90 days I have left on the grant and do some research and writing in Warsaw, and to see what I can do about being able to better understand what's going on here. There are a number of Ukrainian expatriates that are in Poland. We expect many more to be coming, and hopefully I can do some of my research interviews in Warsaw as opposed to being in Kyiv. My hope, and I truly do hope, that things will settle down, that Putin will remove the troops from the border, and that maybe in 2 months we can go back to Kyiv. I would like to finish out my grant. I had interesting research underway. I'll talk more about that in coming vlogs, but this is where we are right now. So on Thursday, the 17th of February, I am going to go from Atlanta to Amsterdam. I'm going to have a long layover in Amsterdam to see my old grad school buddy, Gamze Avci. And then I will be arriving in Warsaw at 4 in the afternoon on Friday, the 18th of February, and I will be resuming my Fulbright grant in Ukraine, in Poland. In Ukraine, in Poland. So anybody that hears Ukraine, just remember that we're not there. We're in Poland. So I will be on my Fulbright grant in Ukraine, in Poland. And if anybody is finding themselves wandering around Poland, you're more than welcome to come visit me. I'm hoping to do a couple of things that I've always wanted to do. I'd like to go to Gdansk and do a solidarity tour. I have been to Krakow and seen the horrors of Auschwitz more than once now, because I've taken students, and Olivia wanted to go, so I went with her when we were coming out. But I will try to go back to southern Poland. I love southern Poland. The people are very gracious and hospitable. And so I may spend a little bit of time in some other places in Poland, and I'll take you along. Hopefully I will get a lot of writing done, which was part of my purpose in going to Ukraine. I am continuing my Russian lessons with Alexander. In fact, we have a lesson today, a video lesson from Kharkiv to here. And I am looking forward to knowing what's going on in Poland and finding out more about how this situation in Ukraine will unfold, with my best hopes, really truly hopes for the Ukrainian people, that this is all an act of bluster and fury and that it will settle down. However, just so everybody is clear about this, I don't have a death wish. I am not looking to be in the middle of a war. I follow what the State Department recommends for the grantees on my grant. When the State Department told me to leave Kyiv, I left Kyiv. I brought Livy back home to Byron, got her settled back into middle school. I am not interested in being in the middle of a war zone. I don't run fast. I'm not great at camouflage, disguise, and really, honestly, the worst thing that would happen for me in being in an actual war zone is that you'd have to use some resource to protect me, because I'm certainly not going to protect myself in that situation. And that would deflect from being able to protect Ukrainians who are far more deserving of any protection. So don't worry about me. I am perfectly safe. I am comfortable. I'm using this time as writing to continue my grant funding, which is a nice thing to have, and to work on trying to get a book done on some of the issues that underlie this conflict between Ukraine and Russia, and maybe even more broadly between the West and Russia. And there are more vlogs coming. I've got some that are coming out the next couple of days that are still based on my time in Ukraine, and I just need to edit and get them up. It's been nice to be home for 15 days altogether, and now I'm headed back. So that's the update. Chris is going to Poland to complete his Fulbright in Ukraine, but I'm not in Ukraine. I'm in Poland.